So, welcome to AltaVoz. Thanks for being here.
Thanks a lot.
What are you expecting from this night?
What I'm expecting, I don't know. It's the first time I'm here on AltaVoz. One time it was got cancelled, so I will always had this idea, how it's gonna be, But I see that there is a lot of people, and I expect that we can manage to throw a nice party for the people. Yeah.
Is there anything special about the Italian audience, or more or less all the audiences are the same in the electronic scene?
No. Italian audience, they are super, like they are there, for like to celebrate with you. It's like more super Latin. It's like really hot, let's say, and very charming. The people here, it's like they really enjoy doing party.
So that's true. This Latin part
Oh, yeah.
exists. It
Oh, yeah.
makes a difference.
Oh yeah, it makes a huge
But
difference.
does it also make a difference in your music as you are Latin in a way?
Maybe yes. I don't know. Sometimes I go to following a lot of this Latin, like a kind of path, and sometimes I try to bring it more like techno kind of style, So I'm trying always to find the middle, in between, Too of excess of Latin is too much, and excess of like cold techno is too much too. So if I can find the right balance, it's always good. Yeah.
So now let's get back in time. Let's imagine that you're starting to play. Who are your main influences?
When I started to play, whoa, that's a good one. At that time, it was Bond the Bass, was Hit House, it was, of course, Technotronic did something at that time. Depeche Mode, I was a fan of Depeche Mode. What else? It was Jeff Mills. It was at that time too that I started to discover that kind of thing. I started to play when I was 13 and 89.
13 years old.
Yeah.
Very young.
Yeah. My first professional gig, in a club, it was when I was 13 years old.
What were your parents saying?
My mom was not very happy. She told me, I remember, do you think you're gonna make a living out of DJing?
Here's the answer.
Yes, mommy. But she's very proud now, She said like, finally, I'm so proud of you. You follow your dream and you were there, doing what you want. Yeah.
Well, it's quite hard to put in the same sentence Technotronic and Jeff Mills.
Yeah, it is. But at that time, what was happening is that I was working for this club, that they were buying the music for the club, So every week we were receiving this kind of Technotronic, these Milli Vanilli things, all these things. And in the other side, I was trying to discover all this like underground thing, and discovering like Chicago house and all that things, But it was at that time no internet, So it was pretty hard for a kid in Argentina, in the middle of Argentina, to get stuff, We were all just receiving these like Milli Vanilli, Technotronic, Erasure, Pet Shop Boys things, So, but we managed to start getting all this, new wave of music that we were discovering at that time. Yeah.
Is there anything particular about the club scene in Argentina? Something that, in a way, can unite all you producers coming from that land, or any of you is such a different story?
What I can say is that the scene in Argentina, the electronic scene, start developing very early, before than others like Latin American countries, So by the beginning of the 90s, we were starting to like throw some raves, which it happened in different countries like not long time ago, in Latin America. So if there is something that I have to say is that we really try to develop something back in the days, So the people have the culture, they have like some culture, they have background too. That makes also that the new generations, they know what happened before too, They're not just oh, what is this? Electronic music. Ah, cool. Let's start doing something. No, they know something about that.
And now seems like your cousins from Chile are doing quite well.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But Chile was the other one and the other
Okay.
side. But they were more producing at that time. When we were listening to rock in Argentina, and because rock was always the main music in Argentina. So when you were young, you wanted to buy a bass. And
I was a
guitar.
great fan of Soda Stereo, for instance.
Yeah, I was thinking about them. Like we were all like singing Soda Stereo, and in Chile the guys were ding, 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 starting like to play with machine and stuff. So yeah, that's what the difference between.
But today, where do you live now?
Now I live in Berlin. It's been
Like so many people.
so many people. Yeah, for me it took like a long time to get to Berlin. When I moved from Argentina, I moved to Mexico first. I lived 3 years there. Then I moved to Canada, to Montreal for 5 years. And then I just made the move to Berlin. And now I think I'm gonna move back. I don't know where.
Really? But you don't know where yet.
I'm feeling kind of Barcelona. It's a place more warm.
You're missing the sea, maybe?
I'm missing the sun, the sunlight. Yeah, I'm missing the sunlight. But at the same time, being in Berlin during the winter makes you be in the studio all the time. Too, you don't have anything else to do. So you work, you get things done. It's like a period just to be more into your own things and silence, quiet, and just get things done for the summer and stuff.
But is that affecting your way of creating music, or do you have the strength to imagine sun, rhythm, the Latin side?
It affects in the way that, yeah, when I'm in the studio and it's snowing outside, I think about the sun, and that comes into my music. But if I'm in the sun, I'm not gonna be making music. So it helps a lot. It's like a combination of things that really help. Yeah.
What about moving to Italy then?
I don't know if moving to Italy. I thought about it many times, but it's for me it's like being back in Argentina, because it's very similar, the people and stuff, and I'm always trying to find something different than the things that I know. But I love Italy. I love to come here. I don't know if I can see myself living here, because I don't know where to choose to live also, and I think it's very difficult to get a visa to be here, so that's something else.
That's true, you're right. Last question, is your music evolving in these last 2 or 3 years, or do you think that you have found the right mark in a way?
It's evolving all the time. Yeah, it's evolving all the time. I don't want to find any path. I just want to evolve and just, I don't know, discover new things all the time. Even if I can see something connecting one production to the other through the years, I can see something that it's the same. But I'm still like always discovering things and stuff.
And where are you heading right now?
Now, I've just finished my album, so that's something that is closing like a circle, So now I'm really thinking in going back to Berlin and start working on a down-tempo project. I have a lot of like down-tempo things, and finish that, and also a lot of cumbia things that I have, like really Latin things, just more like a project that I want to do for fun, like just to enjoy, not just to make techno, dumb techno, but that's where I'm heading now for the winter, I guess.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for being here.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thanks.